The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie. Back Monday at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed, Eddie Vedder there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. 26 minutes, is it?
29.
Oh, 29. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on.
It's hard for both of you guys to judge time, eh?
Yeah, well, Keyzie because he's team me because I'm half blind.
Yeah, well, it's a joke about me going massively over in the comedy festival. Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
You can use that in your next set, Keyzie.
Totally.
Thanks, mate. I don't have time for it, sorry.
Squeeze that in amongst the puns.
The pun jokes.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Not a lot, actually, but just went to the bog before. God.
Disgraceful?
Yeah. It just,
I'll tell you what's happening around. I'm sorry to hijack your story.
No, that's all
right.
right.
I'll tell you what's happening around at my place. There seems to be this thing creeping in where we don't change the toilet rolls out.
What do you mean?
Well, somebody uses it
and then leaves it
and
empty.
then just leaves it empty, or there's just enough to be not enough for the next person.
a square.
Right.
But exactly.
Yes.
So technically, there's still some paper on it, but we all know
Yes.
So
there's not enough on it.
How would you like that to work? So is it the person who runs it out, gets rid of the last of it, should dispose of it and put a fresh one on?
Correct.
Right.
That's the only
Obviously.
way to do it, because too often you'll go in there, you'll sit down, and you don't notice until it's too late. And then you're in a situation where you've got God knows going on back there.
Half a hot
You've
dog
got your-
poking out.
Yeah, well,
You've got
yeah,
your
yeah,
hands
yeah.
around your ankle, and you're sort of scurrying up and down the hallway.
Yeah.
And sort of around the office here at Hodaki, asking people if they've seen any toilet paper.
Totally.
People hate it, man.
Just
They
a little
hate it.
mole
But
coming
it's
out of
better
the...
than what it
You
was
don't
back in the day, Jason.
keep
You'll remember this.
describing
Keyzie, you won't, because you're a bit of a young pup. But there was a time, of course, where we didn't have toilet paper. And so you sort of forget. You know, that was pretty recent. So that was, and actually my next door neighbour across the road, we lived in Carlisle Street in Levin, actually invented toilet paper.
What?
Yeah, so he...
I didn't realise.
So
What was
he
his name again?
Des Delgetty.
that's
Mr.
right.
Delgetty.
Yeah.
But there was the days you weren't allowed to call him... I couldn't call him Des. It had to be Mr. Delgetty. You know,
Yes.
people showed respect back then. That's
Right.
just the way I was brought up.
Correct.
But up until that time, people... You didn't have the toilet paper. You would just use anything that was around. Oftentimes it would be bark off a tree.
Yes.
And
Wow,
that was an
seems stupid.
outrageously... On it.
Abrasive.
It wasn't good on it for a couple of reasons. Number one, abrasive, as you say, and you get all sorts of injuries back there.
Yeah, totally.
Secondly, not absorbent.
No, and you couple that with a hot and spicy Thai curry.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're in a world of pain.
Oh, and the beauty, I guess, the 80s, there weren't really a lot of curries around, were they? You had your Chinese takeouts.
Mate, and just on that front, the old newspaper, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, the amount of ink poisoning I got in my nose,
Yeah.
just from all that ink just pouring off. And
Why
once
is it
again,
pouring off?
abrasive.
Oh, well, back in the day, Keyzie, the print there didn't stick
Right,
on
the
as
ink.
well as it does now. So,
Right.
and also, it's quite a glossy paper.
It is.
So you go for a wipe, and all of a sudden, you're smacking yourself on the back of your head. You're sort of going
Yeah.
up
Oh,
the
it
back,
slips,
and,
right.
Mate,
and then
I
you've got
will-
to clean it off your back.
On that front, Mogi, I'll never forget my mum, chucking in a roll of baking paper.
Oh.
Well, that's
Oh.
literally the stupidest thing you could
Same
use.
scenario. It was just slippery
No good.
doo-dah day.
So baking paper had been invented, but toilet paper hadn't yet.
Well, this is what was outrageous about it, man. And
Yeah.
this is how far the human race has come. Where Des got the idea was, it was the middle of winter, he was sick as a dog.
Right.
And he was on the toilet there and, just pouring snot. So he grabbed his, box of tissues.
Right, so
and
tissues
just
were around.
started
Yeah.
blowing his snout. And he just thought to himself,
Hang
"Hold
on.
a minute, man.
Right.
I could actually use this." And then, so that was where, and people were blown away, man. Like
Yeah.
this guy, when somebody comes along and they see the game completely differently.
Right,
man?
yeah.
Like Carlos Spencer.
Yeah.
He was sort of like the Carlos Spencer of how to wipe your bum.
It was genius. Thinking
Right, so
thinking outside the hole there.
Yeah.
Easy.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Pit Chat with Jason Mike.
Well, if you're anything like Mogi and I, you know we love our pets, Mogi.
Yeah.
They're a part of the family. They're a part of the family unit, and an important part.
Yep.
And Thus, we put it out to the people if they're struggling with their pets. We also have veterinary experience from the past. We were both vets for a couple of years there, actually, and we had our own business together.
Unqualified.
Unqualified, yeah. But
where was the business?
This is the good thing about pets. If you stuff it up, then, it's not like a human.
Well, there's dozens of them.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just say, there was complications due to its twisted testicle or something like that.
Text here on 3483. Where was the veterinary practice you guys were running?
Horowhenua.
Yeah. I had one out in Clevedon for a little while there, but then I got run out of town.
Right. A lot of texts coming in, 3483. Keep them coming as well. We've got BK on offer. Hey guys, my dog won't stop pooing inside and also won't go through the dog door. Cheers, David.
I'd imagine those two things are related.
Yes.
A lot of dogs have got an issue with the dog door.
Yes.
My dog's a bit of a pain in the ass with it, actually. Comes and goes a little bit. Went out the dog door the other day, then sat outside, literally just waited for me to open the door, which I didn't do.
Yes.
Somebody else opened the door, came inside, went straight back out the dog door and then sat down outside and just looked through the window at me again to let her back in again.
Right.
So we had to put down.
We've never actually had it. We've never had it. Yeah, no, fair call. Fair. I was going to say with the pooing.
Well, how much am I meant to take?
Yeah, the pooing and the dog door, it was immediately my initial instinct was back paddock, but we don't have a dog door. What we really enjoy about our dog is she just scratches on it relentlessly in the morning. Or getting through to the corridor into our room. She'll just scratch and scratch and scratch. And I don't know, it's just part of the fabric of our family now. I'd miss her scratching.
Yeah.
Ruins the door completely, of course, but you know what I mean? Yeah.
Here's another one. Sean in Christchurch. This is actually quite a good one. Hey guys, I've got a cat that costs heaps to feed all year, plus yearly injections, etc. And I'm lucky if it even looks in my direction. Any advice would be awesome.
Oh, they're selfish bastards, cats. There's no question about it. It's just all me. They have narcissistic qualities, psychopathic qualities, actually. And interestingly enough, on the cat front, old Pugs was thinking of adopting a cat, and we were like, no siree, Bob, weren't we, Mogi?
That's actually the first I'm hearing about it, but I'm furious.
I mean, cats... they're a stupid animal, essentially, and
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, it's careful what you wish for. What I love about a cat is that you feed them all year, give them injections, and then they never look in your direction, so you don't have to do anything with them. The other bonus is that they love sort of tidying up around the back garden and that, getting rid of your native birds, etc. Your kiriroos, your tui, your pukeko.
So
leaving behind like half desiccated rats and mice. What I did find, I did have a cat once, and the only time she paid attention to me was when I was making love.
Right.
And she would sit on the end of the bed and do that thing with her leg and just lick herself.
Yeah, right.
While we were making
the
love.
cat.
No, the cat would.
Oh, the cat.
And, you know what I mean? It was very off-putting, Mogi.
Yeah.
And, in certain positions, pendulum and have a go.
What,
have a
cat?
go. Yeah, having a go at you.
Oh, you, far out.
Nothing like a claw in the bullos.
Totally. Actually, here's a good question from Pedro. He wants to know, g'day guys, he's obviously got 2 dogs. My big dog won't stop humping my leg, and now he has taught the small, younger one to do the same. What should I do?
I'd just be grateful you got 2 legs.
Keep those texts coming on 3483, pet advice. And,
imagine that.
Yeah.
Both of them going hell for leather.
All good,
You'd be like you're in a massage chair or something,
The Hauraki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
What did you say?
Where did you learn that?
Oh, you watch your mouth. Sorry about that. She gets it from her mother.
Kids say the damnedest things.
Are you going to...
Yes.
Oh,
we just, Mogi, and it just takes us back a bit, this tune. That's all, you know what I mean?
What do you mean it takes... Is this...
It's a hell of a tune. Kids say the darndest things, and I can tell you the texts have been pouring in on 3483. You gotta love it.
On a train with my 3-year-old daughter when she spotted another passenger with a hook for a hand, and said, "Dad, look, a pirate."
What about this one? My wife was getting changed after a shower this morning, and my daughter said, "Mummy, your boobies look like logs."
My 3 young kids keep asking me why there are no tomatoes on our plants each summer. My young son told his teacher, my dad has one for you. She said, one what? He said, I don't know, but he wants to give you one.
Good stuff.
Okay, in the car with my mother-in-law driving, our 3-year-old son got a fright when she slammed on the brakes, and from the back seat we hear, "You effing dick, Nana!"
And I was going to say, actually, Mogi, especially for the two of us, and probably for a lot of parents out there, the old car is a very vulnerable place, because I know that you have a bit of rage on the road sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm certainly finding myself more and more in that category. And the effing and jeffing in the car can be spectacular at times, and you forget there's a young one in the back.
What about this good? A few years ago, preschooler, probably 3 years old, we were waiting at the bank. Noticed an elderly gentleman in front of us dropped his wallet. She looked up at me and quite proudly said, "What a wanker."
How about this? Looking after my kids while the wife was away, I was on school drop-off for the first time in a while in massive traffic. This is what I deal with every day.
Yes.
I said angrily, "This is shit. Is it always like this?" My 6-year-old daughter in the back says, "Nah, usually we talk."
Oh, too good, man. Too good.
Thanks to everyone that texts through on 3483. We'll save some for next time, and everyone will go through and dish out a few BK vouchers and stuff. So
Bloody oats we will, mate.
bloody good stuff.
Bloody oats
You don't
we
do that
will.
every week, I reckon.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Plenty of stories to be told on that front. I've no doubt about that. In the meantime, it's a bit of good shit.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed, the exponents here on the radio. Hauraki Big Show, 9 minutes past 5 o'clock.
G'day, guys.
Yeah, g'day, mate.
Had a bit of a shocker today, man.
Did you? Did you?
Yeah.
Why? What happened, Mogi?
Got something in the old at the office at my work where the old light switches, man.
Yeah.
You know your light switches?
Yeah, I know those.
One of them, when you push it, it's just been pushed.
All the way in.
in.
Oh, yeah.
no, it's
yeah.
So if you can sort of, if you use your little finger bastard, you can just reach it and sort of on it and off it and just sort of jimmy it around, but it didn't feel very safe.
Yeah.
So I got out my drill and that.
Why you drill?
Oh, because they had to drill off the plate, the face plate and that.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
got my skilly out first to get that off.
Right. Skills. Oh, okay.
Yeah, skilly that bastard off there. My drop saw there.
hang on.
Got that off. Then I got out my old sledgey.
Sledgehammer, yeah.
Sledgehammer,
yeah.
give it a few dedoozes.
Yeah, give a bit of a whack.
Just to loosen up the screws.
Yeah, loosen it up.
Well, I thought you already
Because you
skills.
find that they get quite tight. And then I got my drill out. Had to drill out the screws, even though they were brand new.
Right.
To drill
Couldn't
those.
you just unscrew them?
Oh, look, I couldn't be bothered going through my toolkit. My
Yeah.
toolkit's a bit of a pigsty at the moment.
Right, yeah.
Mine's
at
all
the
over the
minute.
shop too, to be
The
honest.
first thing I saw was some 23 mil drill bits. So I just got in there and just
That's massive.
plastered those bastards in there. And then I was just trying to pull it out and just try, because there's two switches on this particular switch. I was just trying to pull it out, sort of go through the faceplate, and that'll be tickety-boo.
Yes.
But it wouldn't do it. I was finding it hard to get a bit of a grip on it.
Right.
So I just licked my fingers a little bit.
Yes.
Give a little bit of a lick.
Like when
just,
you're doing a
hang on.
rolly.
It just means
Yeah,
you can get
yeah.
a bit more purchase.
Yes, I know what you
A
mean.
bit more purchase on it.
Yes.
And blow me down if it didn't send about 8 billion volts
Did you not?
straight through me, chucked me across the wall, a room, against the wall on the other side.
Yes.
Concrete wall.
Oh,
The
lucky you
wall's
built
about
like a brick shit house.
the wall's 70 metres away.
Wow.
Wow. That is huge.
That is a jolt, mate.
It's like an airplane hangar.
Oh, big.
It's just
Big.
you working there,
You want
right?
to rent it?
Nah.
And you go, I went flying over the bastard there. I thought, gee whiz. Hit the wall on the other side, landed on my feet. I just went loosey-goosey.
right, yeah, the
just-
tumble.
Yeah,
So you flew
yeah.
70
So I was
metres and you thought, gee whiz.
I thought, gee whiz, yeah. Because you got a bit of time to think, man.
Right, yeah,
when you're
yeah, yeah.
flying 70 metres
Yeah,
like
it's a
that.
lot-
Even though
that's
it
a
went
long
pretty
way.
quick. Because what happened was, when you get that electric shock going through you, it contracts your muscles.
Yeah, right.
Contracts them,
And you've got plenty to contract, if I might add.
So essentially, that is as far as I would be able to leap if I gave it 100%.
70 metres.
70 odd metres. The wall got in the way, so probably 95 or 130.
Yeah.
And bugger me, man. I thought, Struth, I should have been wearing those fingerless gloves. Would have protected me a bit better.
Totally.
No, you
So
should.
that's my fault for not having my safety down pat.
Yeah.
So I feel bad about that. But then I went outside to get a bit of fresh air because I was feeling a little bit woozy.
Right. And
weirdly, everybody outside was completely nude.
Right.
Hey up. What
Yeah,
am I going to say?
something's not
'Cause I thought, do you remember that thing they used to have, dykes on bikes?
Yes.
When they went around on the bikes and they were in the nutty?
Yes.
Whatever happened to that?
was it
Dunno.
boobs on bikes?
Nah.
Don't know.
Could bring that back. Just
I
Keyzie,
could, or
write that
they
down
could.
where you've been. Write that
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
and we might do something about that. The Big Show rides bitch, going dykes on bikes, buzzy, something.
Yeah, just write that down.
Anyway, then I go to Countdown. Everybody in there is in the nutty as well.
They were nude.
And then I thought, hang on a minute. That electric shock has given me X-ray vision.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I can just turn it on and off whenever I want.
How good.
So can you
Pretty
see
good.
me nude right now?
I could if I wanted to. And I do want to, so yes.
What are you looking at?
Oh, what am I? Well, the huge.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can see him X-ray.
It's button mushroom.
Oh,
yeah.
button mushroom.
Well,
yeah,
nah,
yeah,
that's-
yeah.
Can you see Jace's downstairs right now?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I can stand up. I can give you a better view if you want. There
Oh,
you go.
no, I've been checking you out all day. You're all
Oh,
good.
okay. Yeah.
But out of it, man, I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I don't know how long it
That's
lasts for.
extraordinary.
Did you fix the light switch in the end?
No, I'm not going near that bastard again. Gave me a bit of a fright, to be honest.
Yeah, it would. I had a similar thing when I did wheeze on an electric fence.
I did that once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. 120 metres. Da-doosh.
I had a full mongrel for a decade.
Yeah.
Were you like, oh, gee whiz?
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Florence and the Machine there on the radio Hauraki Big Show this Friday afternoon. I remember, actually, Florence and I, it was one of the most passionate relationships I've ever been in.
Oh, really? With Florence?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And,
Wow.
she's lovely. She's pretty intense.
She's all right.
She's pretty intense, but she used to wake up and she used to sing me little lullabies and stuff like that.
Oh, really? She'd
Before
wake
we
up and
make-
sing you like, the dark days are over.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
right.
we'd make love and
'Cause she's
make
like-
some scrambled eggs and that.
You'd be like twice
You're
her
a big
age.
fan of scrambled eggs.
Oh, yeah, she was a big fan of scrambled and salmon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She liked the salmon.
Liked a little bit of pesto on
Bit
the
of
side. mate.
capers, a little bit of squeeze of lemon there, a little bit of dill.
She didn't like
Hollandaise?
your pickled things, strangely enough.
Oh, right.
Like at that time, I was a big fan of the pickled onion.
She is
and
saying that she
hated
had
them.
horrendous irritable bowel
Yeah,
syndrome.
she did. That's actually, it used to be like my morning alarm system. She'd be having a Keyzie in the...
Don't call it a Keyzie.
In the ensuite.
Yeah.
Regular as clockwork.
She'd be
And,
dropping Keyzies left, right and centre, you were saying. Yeah.
and then you'd have to open up all the windows and stuff. It was just an absolute... But she was lovely.
Yeah.
And I was, it was one of those things that I just grew out of it, and I had to move on, Keyzie.
Right.
What do you do?
Yeah.
The flame has gone out.
How
Yeah,
long ago
exactly.
was this?
Pardon?
How long ago was this?
Oh, 10 year.
Hang on, haven't you been with your wife for like 26 years?
Pardon? So how's the gym going, Keyzie?
Gym's going great, Jace. Gym's
Yeah,
going
good.
great. I've just started, and to be honest, and Mike, I know, you're a bit of a gym bunny.
Yeah.
Jason, I know you occasionally go as well.
Seriously, Mogi, just on that front, I can't believe how much your body's changed.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
You are built like a brick Scheitenhausen
huge.
now.
Yeah.
You are a big unit, mate.
I'm a
If I
monster.
met you in a dark alleyway, I'm just putting my head down and keeping walking.
We're just on
I'd
there.
throw you up against the wall with
Yeah,
no time
yeah.
flat. Actually, I'll have you pinned up against one of those big rubbish bins.
Yeah.
I'll be pushing your face down there into the old trash.
Into the jumbo bin.
I
Yeah.
love the
Get
sound
it
of this,
in, yeah.
actually. Yeah. We should
Sorry,
tee it up.
Keyzie, what were you saying?
I just don't like gym people.
Yeah.
I've decided. Like, I'm all for fitness and, looking after your body and blah, blah, blah. But my attitude, I think, is very similar to your guys. When you go to the gym, once I'm there, I'm doing everything as quickly as I can so that I can leave and go home.
Oh, mate, I'm definitely head down, ass up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What exercise is that?
Pilates.
And the reason I say this is because I walked in today and everyone's really lovely or whatever, but someone was filming themselves doing squats when I walked in with a full tripod set up. When I left an hour later, they were still doing the squats and still filming themselves. Same position, hadn't moved.
Right.
And then when I was in the gym, a guy was doing the cliche lean over the machine with a girl on it, talking about some other guy, and this guy was wearing a shirt, like, even worse than Mogi. He wears tight T-shirts.
Yeah.
This guy's would have been 4 sizes too small as opposed to 3.
Yes.
And he was leaning on the machine going, oh, him, I would wipe the floor with him. Actually, I've been meaning to kick his ass, actually.
Was he talking about you?
He probably
Doubt it,
was,
mate.
actually.
He probably
Keyzie.
was.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But, it's like...
If that chick's going... Have you seen old mate that's doing his stretches in the old room next door? He
In
just
the
stands there
Pilates?
staring at you.
Do you know what's actually quite funny?
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, no, wipe the floor with that. Dig
But he was like, no, he sucks at fighting. His technique's real bad. I'd wipe the floor with him. And I was just like, oh, my God, I hate it here. And then I actually went to do my little warm down in the little classroom there. Went to do my little warm down in the little classroom there, and I walked in, and there was actually 4 old ladies in there that were just packing up their yoga. I was like, oh, sorry.
Oh, you've joined their bridge club,
Yeah,
eh?
you were saying that you
joined the bridge
You're
club.
going to go bowling with them and that.
Yeah,
You
that's
said you're
great.
going away to Paikakariki to go second-hand shopping.
Paikakariki, did I say? Oh,
Yeah. So you made some new buds down there.
yeah, made some new buds.
wasn't one of them making you some doilies?
No, I'm making her doilies.
Oh, you're making her doilies.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, what? No, seriously though, Keyzie, I think it's terrific that you're going to the gym, that you're looking after your health, because you can never be, you've got to look after your machine, mate, or it'll backfire on you,
Right.
as you've been experiencing.
Yeah.
Hang on, are you talking about me or still Florence in the machine?
No, you.
Oh, okay.
You, yeah.
Well, I just don't want to get to 70 or however old you are, and I want to make sure that when I get there, I'm ripped and looking good. So.
Yeah, well, just keep doing what Hoyte J's doing, Keyzie, and you'll be all right, mate.
Thanks.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. Back Monday at 4 on Radio Hodaki.